The journey to nowhere. We're all on a path thinking we're going after goals and money and striving for success. Maybe even redefining what success looks like for us. Pulling back the layers, identifying our belief systems and the stories that we've been telling us for decades on who we need to be as a woman, as a mother, as a business owner, as a partner, as a friend, as a cousin, as a sister. These gender roles, these identity roles, we grab onto and we say, I am supposed to be like this. I am supposed to look like this. And then when we start asking ourselves, what do I want? How do I want to feel? Sometimes we don't know the answer to that either. Sometimes we don't know if the answer is, do I want to build a business? Do I want to go back to school? Do I want to run a marathon? Do I want to do absolutely nothing and hold down the fort at home? Do I want to travel the world? Do I want to volunteer? Do I want to have more children? Do I not want to have children? When we start asking ourselves, what do I want? Sometimes we get confused. Is what I want mine or is what I want somebody else's? And we have to dig deeper and start asking ourselves, what is intuition? What is that knowing? And where am I being guided? And this weekend, I was hosting one of my retreats for my clients, and we had a guest speaker, and she was all about, she walked the ladies through a meditation experience and told about her story in motherhood. And this woman was in her 60s, and she talked about the mental health crisis that her daughter had and the journey and the system that is broken, but also provided support for her daughter, which was very traumatizing, not only for her daughter, but her as a mother. Realizing that the number one thing we want to do for our children is to protect them. And when we can't protect them, we freak out. And it's in those dark moments when we have to look deep within ourselves and say, why? What do I do? And it's through the darkness that we find the light. And it's in those special moments. And this woman's name is Diane. And Diane, when she was presenting, she said this quote, that it's the journey and the path to nowhere. It's the journey to nowhere. There's never an ending. There's never an arrival. And when our ego steps in and we say, I need to get here. I need to accomplish this. I need to make XYZ amount. My child needs to do this. I will start living my life when my kids are. I will be happy when. We're putting limitations on our current happiness now. And this path to nowhere, this journey to nowhere really shows that we are not going anywhere. Yes, we can strive. We can have goals. We can be all in. We can show up every single day, but it is truly about a feeling. Why do you want those things? And when Diane was sharing her story about her daughter, she was saying, there was things that I couldn't control. And I had to go inward. And every time the universe and life was showing me that I couldn't control something, and I surrendered to that teaching, to that opportunity, I learned more about myself. I learned more about my thoughts. I learned more about my reality. I learned more about how I'm projecting out into the world. And I think that was one of the biggest takeaways for the ladies, which was we are all on a journey to nowhere. Because you have dreams, because you have desires, you can still go after it. But it is when we put the high expectation on ourselves, it's when we put those limitations that we start to experiencing disease. And when we're experiencing dis-ease or disease in our life, we start to feel broken. And the more we allow ourselves to feel broken and closed off and shut down and depleted and angry and resentful, built up over time, we explode. And then we look at ourselves in the mirror and we say, who am I? How did I get myself here? So we are still accepting applications for Soul Elite, which is a coaching experience for seasoned entrepreneurs, business owners, and professional women. It's not about how much money you want to make. It's about your mindset and your commitment and conviction to becoming the woman that you know you are capable of becoming. So I invite you to head on over to heatherchauvin.com/Soul Elite. Check out the application, fill it out, and I will personally be in touch. Just remember, ask yourself, whether it's in your journal or while you're thinking after listening to this podcast, what am I hustling for? And where is this journey truly taking me? As long as we're feeling good along the way, that's all that matters.